36, and here we are trying to make some progress on this game with Schultze. We got some huge Axis power in the center, but we have the peripheral surrounded by the allies in strength. We do have a devilish game of make sure there's no spread of communism bonus. Tobruk is covered, Sardinia is covered, Sicily is covered, Ethiopia and Italian Somaliland, as well as stopping the British bonus of or all original territories. So the Axis always have you know such a power. Oh, what's that? What's that? That was supposed. This is wrong. I took that out. Oh yeah, yeah. So the Axis always have so many options, being in the middle of the spoke in the center of the wheel, and they are flexing that right now. Clever, a lot of cleverness there. Got to appreciate that. So they've got their powerhouse. What am I going to do? Okay, so we'll see. So this is what the Americans did. We roll. I adjusted $5 up. I had a factory over here that symbolized on the Aleutians, which you can't have, to symbolize my $5. But I just put it into the tech rolls. That way it goes into the software. Rolled a 1, so nothing there. And then I purchased 3 subs, 5 cruisers. These are $9 cruisers. The subs are $5 cruisers because I have shipyards. Destroyer is 7, but the cruiser is the real benefit. Just tremendous benefit. And then 1 transport for 6, I think. So all Navy in order to get the Japanese to build Navy, and then try to outproduce them. So make it unsustainable. So I did some combat. This eventually gets edited. I did not end up doing that. I needed to get those back there because I needed to reinforce Norway. So that those ships will actually go back to 112. The transport's going to go 109. They are not untouchable there because of the slacker Germans. I thought about bombing there. I did not bomb there. I did attack there. Did not do that. Did not do that. I 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 did figure out that India needed to be supported. So I just did a simple attack on the destroyer. This is Destroyer Wars. I've got like 6 subs on the board in this area. Five or 6 that can convoy, and I'm just going to hurt him. I did end up doing that, the attack, and I bombed Germany. Just Germany. I'm worried about that eastern direction, trying to split Germany in half, hurt the eastern half, and make him fear the western half. So that would be my strategy there. It's a cleaving of Germany in 2, eastern front, western front. So I'm going to support the western front and the eastern front. I do get 7 points of damage. Pretty sucky, actually. So, oh well. Let's see if I got the dice rolls. Because the dice rolls were terrible. So the AA rolls a 2 and a 4, and I roll, oh, what's that? 7. I should get $2 more for that. That's weird. I should get $2 more for each of those, Schultze. That should be $4 more. There was no, you didn't have any scramblers, so Strat Bombers get 2 more damage. So I'm going to actually change that right now. Let's go through the Americans, then I'll change it. I don't know why this would not get the Strat Bombing advantage when no scramblers are present. Maybe it's something to do with the software and the tech dice. This battle goes well. I get a 1, but of course he takes his pound of flesh because, it's Schultze, so he can not hit. However, he does not hit here. He does not hit here. So happy about that. Okay, here's my sub patrols. I'm gonna go online here for what's that called? On Picket. 19. gets a sub. I'd fly the bombers to India to support India. Fighter goes back to be able to be in India next turn. Bombers to Russia to go to India. This is not going to get India. So thinks he's going to get India, but he's not. The fighter from West Coast goes to support the there, and then I figure out a blocker. I thought about sending the blocker of the aircraft carriers and sending those two Anzac fighters down to India, but ended up um, not doing that. I do resupply Soviet Far East. I don't think those can be hit. And then I'll funnel my way up to use that transport as a bridge. This is my edit of the ships. And I end up putting a cruiser here. No, a destroyer. I need to edit that actually. Okay, then I place two cruisers in the East Coast for bombardment for transports, and three cruisers, three subs, a destroyer, and a transport. Three cruisers, three subs, one destroyer there. And I'm just going to make an adjustment. I'd end up with $73. And then China couldn't do anything. And then I go into the real game. I want to make a quick adjustment. And I am going to put this sub in this territory. I forgot that I need a destroyer used in this area, which he will do. I need to sacrifice because this needs to convoy. I need 4 convoy areas. Okay, we go with the Americans, and that's the sub, super sub that's going to go there. So the thinking behind that is that he's only has 2 destroyers on the board. If he uses one here in this attack, great. If he doesn't, I convoy him for a huge amount of money. It actually might be the biggest on the board. 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 and 3, $9. And then it'll be convoyed here. Here, this is kind of cheap, but it's the only one I can get. If he doesn't destroy this, I'll go down to Malaya or one of the money islands, which, it's super. So he can only get 2. I'm just thinking about whether or not I want a sub down here in 18. I think I do. So I'm going to do edits and perform action, which will not work. I'm going to leave it. Okay. So recap for the Americans. Transport in, let's just widen this a little bit. Transport in 3, mech in Alaska, 2 anti-aircraft and artillery in British Columbia, 3 cruisers, 3 dirt cheap cruisers, 3 dirt cheap super subs, destroyer, transport off the west coast, 2 anti-aircraft and 2 cruisers in 101. New fleet coming online 91, destroyer, aircraft carrier, fighter, 2 infantry artillery in Morocco, sub in 105, 3 transports in 109 going to escape the clutches of the Germans, 2 destroyers and an aircraft carrier in 112, maintaining the backbone of the English fleet, 2 infantry artillery in Norway, 2 bombers in Russia, tank took over northwest Persia, fighter in eastern Persia, 3 bombers in India, and sub off at 35, sub and destroyer off at 19, sub and 6, 5 subs, 1 aircraft carrier, 5 aircraft carriers, 1 battleship, 3 cruisers, 2 fighters, and 4 fighters. I am thinking that I might be able to get away with 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to move the transport over here, actually. I think I can do that without it being in danger. Because that is in range of the homeland. And I don't think he can hit me. I'm going to check one more time. Pretty crucial, actually. Okay, so let's go back here. Manchuria. 1, 2. No, 1, 2, 3. Nope. He can make it. No, he can't. 4. He'd have to send the aircraft carrier here. 1, 2, 3. Yes, he can. Actually, nope, he can. That is not true. So you don't actually have to move the aircraft carrier there. You only have to theoretically be able to move the aircraft carrier there. It's one of those funny things that. So let me show you, if you don't know, the aircraft carrier theoretically can go 1, 2, 3. It can do that because if he kills the blocker, the non-combat can go here. Now the fighters go 1, 2, 3, and then land here 4. So theoretically, it could happen. So don't want to do that. Yeah, don't want to do that. All right. Oh, yeah. Infantry and Amur. Saka has artillery. Infantry and mech in Soviet Far East. Infantry mech in Iwo Jima. 2 infantry in New Guinea. Let's go to. I think that's it. The Americans are all over the place. American sub in 97. We are not American sub in 105. All right, that's it for the Americans. Let me pause it because my son wants to say something. Okay, so now we are back. China doesn't have anything to do, unfortunately. That's one of the things I'm trying to do right now is to get China back in this game. But we're up to the British. The British are not going to roll any tech. We are going to purchase a. Okay, we're going to purchase. These are self-propelled artillery. We're going to do 3 of those, and only 2 of these guys in England. And then we have $15. Okay, I don't have anyone on station in southern France, but that's really Italy, and Italy is making $10, so I'm not too concerned about Italy. Excuse me, sorry. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to I've got this ends up. I think this is going to end up. I'm going to have to buy an aircraft carrier. I think. Yes. No. Nope. I'll buy a destroyer. That still ends up being occupying a space in the Egyptian factory. So I have $11 left, and when you have $11 left, you always buy a plane. I could buy. All right, fine. I'll buy these. I'll buy those. All right. All right, here we go. Obviously, we buy 3 infantry for the Indian factory since he's putting the pressure on. All right, let's put some pressure on him too. Okay, so these are going to, gotta be very careful here. Okay, so I thought that I would send these guys, let's see, against this. They'll have 2 left and they'll land in Russia. Then they can make it to India next turn. All right, this is the tricky one that I'm sort of, this is not sort of, your typical move, but I like this for a couple reasons I'm not going to say out loud. All right, 10 versus 5. Okay. Now, I can't eliminate. Okay, so I'm going to go here. Okay, I'm going to pick up this guy. I'm going to go here. This goes here. I need planes on that, so I have to be very careful. The planes have to come from here. So planes off of my aircraft carrier, but I need to resupply my aircraft carrier. And then I need to get more planes to Russia so that I can go to India. The only thing down here I'm considering is I could send 3 into here to the Caucasus, making the Italians worthless. I think I want to do that. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, obviously I want to do that at least. But at least an easy kill for the Italians. I'd love to put these, get lucky with these Italians. So I'm tempted to do that, and I'm probably going to do that. Although, obviously, they could go to India. No, I'm going to do this. This will bring his Italian bomber off of Sicily, and then I can just land there next turn. The rest, I think, will be non-coms, self-propelled artillery, moving to places. Let's see. So I got a fight here with 3. I like that. I know what I'm doing there. Let me just go active units. Don't want to forget anything. All right, let's see what happens. All right, before we do anything, let's roll 100 dice. Get the bad dice out of the way. Bad juju. There we go. Battle for Novosibirsk. Let's get him, and let's not get hits. Yes. Shan State, let's get him, not get hits. All right, that was not what I was thinking. One more time. Scum. Scum. All right, that works. All right, and let's move everything over that way. These are self-propelled artillery, therefore they move 2. This moves 1. These down here. Move there. I suppose that self-propelled artillery cannot go there. No, those roll 1 dice. I'm putting 2 down here. Okay. Um, there's 8 more aircraft for India next turn. Tough life trying to take India. Uh, two. No. Oh. 2 infantry, 2 anti-aircraft come off of the British Isles to go onto Norway to make it unstoppable. We take over Greece, $2 more and 4 more free infantry.